Alrighty, folks, we're back live again here at badboys.tv. This is Diamond Dawson here. And we got DYER and NEELY against Best and SLOAN. This is a rematch of a match we just watched not too long ago. This is for the second and third place. Well, I say the loser will get third. The winner advances to the final. So we'll recap the players here. We got Michelle DYER and Todd NEELY out of Swamp Fox, Sisonville. And they want to shout out to Jennifer Jones, Matt Petrie, Stephen DYER, Elizabeth Ford, and Hilton Ingraham. And then you got the Black Skeletons, which is Kathy Best and Sean Sloan. They play out 26th Street Drinkery, Chris Sexton's League 676, and they want to shout out to all fellow pool players. This is a race to 4, and like I say, the winner will advance to the finals. If you happen to be tuning in out there, let us know how the sound is. Let us know who you're rooting for and where you're watching from. And share this stream with any of the friends and family of the players. Hit that thumbs up button. Let us know you like the free stream. That does help with our sponsors and makes it to where we can continue to bring you free streams from all Bad Boys events. We're at the DoubleTree by Hilton in downtown Huntington, West Virginia, for the first annual 2023 ACS West Virginia State Championships. Playing on 7-foot bar box diamonds. And our badboys.tv sponsors are JB Cases, Diamond Billiard Products, Lippman Lights, Hustlin' USA Clothing, and Jerry Olivier Custom Cues. Go to these companies' websites and check out the great products they have for all your pool supply needs. Also want to shout out to the Pool Hall, which is the local pool hall here owned by Tony Lovejoy, and McComb Sears Monument Company. And also shout out to Chris and Sandy with the ACS Leagues for putting this event together. Chris and Sandy and Tony gave us a call and said they'd like to get diamond tables in for this event, and getting them in on the second floor of the hotel was quite a chore. Without the help of Tony and a bunch of volunteers, I don't think it would have happened. So special shout out to them for everybody that helped with load in. It was quite a chore, and load out's going to be going uphill on the way out. So the work's even going to be harder. These tables weigh about 1,000 pounds a piece in the cart. Really about 1,050, 1,090, I think it is, with the cart. And we're going to be pushing uphill on carpet. So any volunteers out there watching that are local in Huntington, come on down Sunday and give us a hand loading these tables back up. All right, we'll get to the match here. Kathy and Sean were at the table. Kathy just missed that 3-ball. And so Michelle and Todd will come to the table, and Michelle will be shooting the stripes. She just overcut that ball a little bit, but she kind of pretty much blocked that pocket up there. So that puts the 3-ball in a real tough spot for the solids. It's blocked going both ways. So you're going to end up having to bank that out of there. Or could possibly cut this 5-ball in right now in the lower left corner and send the cue ball over to break that 3-ball out of there. And then you got the 4, 12, and 8 tied up in the middle of the table. That'll need a little bit of work to finish those balls out. if you are a local fan here in Huntington and you're tuning in and you happen to be in the building here at the DoubleTree and you know these players and want to come back and sit with me at the commentating booth and watch the match and root on your players and talk about the game, feel free to get with the tournament desk. It's kind of nice to have somebody to sit back here and talk about the game with. And if you're on the chat watching, reach over to that chat and let me know who you're rooting for and where you're watching from. And once again, be sure and hit that thumbs up button. It does help us with our sponsors. But yeah, let us know who you're rooting for and where you're watching from. Maybe share the stream with friends and family of the players or their local bars, and they can tune in and watch their players shooting here. All right, Michelle played that nicely, brought the cue ball back for the 11. Kind of got a small window here to get in between the 3 and 5. It looks just about if he stops, just a straight stop shot, and he could have a shot on that. See if that's how he decides to play it. Yep, perfect. Hit that really nice. Gonna leave Michelle a shot down here. Oh, is she? Oh, she just overcut it a little bit, but she got a fairly decent leave out of it. Didn't leave much of a shot. Got a long shot on the 1 or the 6. There's a lot of blue there. See what Kathy can do with this. If she can run this 6 up the rail, she'll want to try and hold that cue ball for the 1. Oh, she pocketed nicely and got the cue ball to come over. I don't think the 3 ball goes down the rail past the 12. We're going to take a side view here to see what we see from that angle. Got the 1. I don't think the 4 goes anywhere except maybe the right side or bottom side pocket from this view. Go back to the end view. Yeah, I just don't know if that 3 goes past there or not. Okay, she hit the rail first, but I think the 3 was off the rail a little bit, so that's not going to be a ball in hand shot. Oh, they did say it was ball in hand. Yeah, I thought it hit the rail first, and so nothing. The 3 didn't go back to the rail. So yeah, it's going to give him ball in hand. You know, I almost like get this 10 ball away from the 8 in the middle with ball in hand. I mean, it's not a makeable shot, but I think he's going to try and get a breakout here, and he did. Oh, he got the breakout, but just didn't get the best of lie with the cue ball. So it's going to leave Michelle a little bit of a tough shot. I believe we'll see a safety in play here. Let's see how she decides to play this. Again, we appreciate everybody tuning in. You're watching badboys.tv at the first annual 2023 West Virginia ACS State Championship. We're at the DoubleTree in Huntington, West Virginia. And she's just going to come back straight across, make contact, and catch a rail. Pretty good shot. She did kind of leave the 5 ball there for the side pocket. This is Kathy shooting. believe this is the final. I'm gonna have to look at the bracket, but yeah, I believe this is the final of this division. Oh, cue ball just come back across the scratched. Yes, folks, this is the final. And DYER and NEELY are the hot seat winners, so Best and SLOAN needs to beat them twice, 2 races of 4, to win the championship. Alright, this is Michelle shooting the 8-ball. And she puts it in, so DYER and NEELY take a 1-0 lead. Again, if y'all are tuning in out there to watch this final of the Standard Division Scotch Doubles, reach over to the chat, let me know who you're rooting for and where you're watching from, and hit that thumbs up button. Let us know likes. Doesn't cost you anything if you like or share the stream. It helps us with our sponsors. Alright, it's going to be Sean breaking. Got a nice spread there, but I didn't see anything fall. Looks like Michelle is shooting a 4-ball. No, it's a 7-ball. She is shooting a 7 or back cutting a 3. I'm gonna go to the side view for a second. Oh, she decided to shoot the 2. Hey, we got our first like out there. Appreciate whoever reached over and hit the thumbs up button. Say, folks, that hitting that like button helps us with our sponsors. The more likes and shares, the more sponsors want to be involved and help us out with our streaming. Doesn't cost you anything, but the more sponsors we get, the better cameras and equipment we can buy to keep bringing the free streams to you from all the Bad Boys events. Kathy overcut that just a little bit. Gonna go back to the end view. Let's see if we can tell if this 4-ball goes. It looks like it might. Past that 12-ball. That's what he's eyeing up now. This is Todd at the table. And he was able to get the 4-ball to go. He's gonna get past the 10. Didn't quite make it. She's got a chance to hit this 5-ball. That's really the only shot I see. Oh, she's gonna kick at the 6. Or she kicking for the 7? Yeah, I think she was going for the 7 that's sitting in the pocket. I kind of lost it there in the pocket. All right, that's gonna bring Sean back to the table. Shooting stripes. She kind of got a good leap out of that. I mean, he really ain't got much of a shot. I mean, maybe try the 11-12 combo. I think if he shoots that down and follows it up with the cue ball, if he misses, you know, he can leave the cue ball on this end of the table. Oh, I just realized that he has ball in hand. Wasn't thinking about that. She did hit a stripe first. My bad there. If you're tuning in and you catch me not catching something like that, hit that chat and I can see it. Get us on the right page. Got 2 monitors back here, and every once in a while I'll pop back and forth between the 2 and miss something on the main monitor. So anybody tuning in out there watching and wants to chime in the chat, feel free to do so. Let me know who you're rooting for or where you're watching from. What you got going on this Wednesday night. We're here through Sunday. We got Scotch doubles happening today, singles tomorrow, and teams will be Friday and Saturday. I believe it's 4 or 5-man teams, or women, 4 or 5 people teams versus each other. Kathy just about followed that ball in. She had to do a little dancing and hoping there. Alright, this kind of left Sean in a little tough spot. Don't think the 12 goes up in the top left corner. It could go in the left side between the 2 and the 8. Let's see if that's what he's going to try. I believe that's what he's looking at. It's a pretty thin cut. He might even get a breakout. He just overcut it a little bit. That's a good try though. That was the shot to take. Wasn't really much else to look at on the table. So Todd will be back to the table shooting solids. Still got a problem with that 5 ball tied up with the 13 over on the right rail. So somewhere they're going to have to use one of these balls to break that up. Just caught the point of that pocket and got it to drop. Alright, Michelle doesn't really have a good angle here to come off of any of these balls and get to the 5. So the 5 is really going to be a problem for her later, problem for the team later down the line. They're going to have to get that 5 broken out of there, and I don't see a good ball to use to get it done. So they'll have to use it, the 5 itself, and play a safety. Now there is a chance here to draw back off of this 2 and either come between the 11 and 14 or hit the 11 into those balls on the right side. I mean, this is probably the best opportunity they've had to get something over that direction. Say it's with the 7 sitting up there as a kind of a safety net. I say this is this chance where you say, all right, let's see what we can do. You either send the cue ball around. I don't like coming off the 2 ball to the left because you got the 8 sitting there and you don't want to knock it in this corner. Let's see what Todd decides to do here. I think his best bet is to draw back and just see what happens. Just a firm, dead center draw. Yep, there it goes, and he got the bump. It didn't bump it much, but that was a great attempt there, Todd. It really was. I think it can maybe bank now, but it's better than it was. Now Kathy's got a chance here also. If she can play this right, this cue ball coming off of that 7 out of the pocket could go a couple of rails. If she hits rails first, the right rail maybe, or does she just try and draw back down into that? A little low right draw? I don't think she can put enough on it. She's going to try and knock the 5 out. Oh gosh, she rearranged the whole table. Well, and she got kind of lucky with the leave. So it works out. I mean, they do have a shot, but there is a little distance there. Kathy's going to shoot this ball into the left side pocket. Cue ball's going to go up table, probably come back down. Little undercut. Gosh, that was a great try by Todd. I like how they work that 5 ball. They left that 7 sitting in the pocket, and that blocks that pocket, and they were working that 5 ball around the table until they got it sitting in front of a pocket now. So their next time at the table, they'll have 2 ducks and an 8-ball. So that was well played by DYER and NEELY. Alright, so you're going to go past the 11. No, cut it in the side. Good shot. Alright, left a little bit of distance here. Kathy's got a back cut on the 14. I believe it's the 14 up there. A back cut into the top left corner. Or she can try and cut this 13 into the side pocket. Got to be a little careful there because the cue all is going to come off towards the 8. Oh, she just kind of went for a bank, I think, because the cue all may be coming towards the 8. So, alright, this is what I was talking about. Todd and Michelle just have a couple of ducks in the 8-ball. Let's see if they can connect the dots and clear this table. If they're able to run this rack out, that would be a 2-0 lead, which kind of starts to put pressure on Sean and Kathy. Anytime you're playing and know your opponents are going to be on the hill with the next win, it adds a little pressure, makes you think about each shot. And Todd played that with great speed and avoided the scratch. So DYER and NEELY go up 2-0, excuse me. Todd and Michelle are up 2-0, and it looks like they'll be getting the break also. Well, that's definitely a plus. Todd's going to be breaking from the left side, or right, but his left. I believe he hits the second ball. Nope, looked like he hit head on. Got a good spread, and got a ball to drop, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yep. Got a solid to drop. She called him a 3-ball. Oh, and she missed it, so it'll be open table. Now Kathy and Sean can come to the table with the option of what group they want to shoot. This is league where it's open after the break, so you don't claim a group until you make your first shot after the break. Alright, didn't get quite a lucky roll there with that cue ball. I'm not sure if Kathy can see the ball that's in close to the side pocket. She might try a little combination here. She got to hit it but didn't get it on the right side. Alright, looks like Todd's going to go for the bank. Just a little bit short there. Kathy just undercut that and let it wobble in the corner. Gonna leave that one sitting there, so that blocks that pocket though. I think that'll work to their advantage. Alright, well, Michelle's gonna try a combination on the 6-5. And it was wired, so it went directly in the hole. Nice shot. Great shot there by Todd. Opened everything up. little bump there by Michelle. Gonna look and see if that's the one ball up on the top there. Yep. Alright, left Michelle a little bit of a distant shot here. Looks like she's got a little bit of an angle, which is going to send the cue ball over to the left side of the, oh, no, she's going to cut it. Now she's going to have to put a little bit of, oh, no, she went for that one. That's a great try from that distance. Alright, that's going to leave Sean and Kathy a chance. 13 balls in a little bit of a funny spot, but I think they can get shape on that off of this one right here. Oh, okay. Getting out the spot bites. Put them on the shirts.
Yeah.
Alright, I believe we got Sean at the table, shooting for Sean and Kathy. Oh, he chose to go up long distance first. Well, that put the 6 ball in a little bit of a tricky spot there for them.
There he is.
How's it going, man? We're live, so watch what you say.
Got you.
So, yeah, that 6 ball just kind of went to a little funny spot. This is the final of the standard Scotch doubles division.
So they gotta be.
Best and Sloan have to beat DYER and NEELY twice. Hey, man.
Trying to miss my buddy Smokey.
Yeah, he saw him outside. He was talking about how he's boss man, and I was like, "Oh, you're on our stream all the time."
Yeah, on there. Yeah, okay.
He came up to me and said, "Boss man." I said, "No, I'm not the boss." And he goes, "No, I am."
That's too good.
Which I was hoping you came back, or I saw you out there. I was going to give you one of these since you tune in all the
I'll
time.
put mine on my case.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'll put one on mine.
I'll put mine on. One play my match. One on my games.
Cool.
Heck yeah, I'll go on my hair tonight.
That sticky stuff, did yours come off all right?
Came good.
Yeah, they were in my truck in Vegas for like a week. They got real hot.
Oh
And
yeah.
it was hard to pull that backing off some of them. I gave some away at a tournament last week, and they couldn't get them off. We had to just throw them away, and I gave them different ones.
Mine came off pretty smooth. I'll put it right there on my case.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I've been following
Between my
y'all
pockets.
about 2 years since
Yeah.
the first time I went out to Vegas.
Yeah,
I just learned a lot by watching different people shoot.
yeah, that's the best way to do
Y'all
it.
go a
Huh?
little bit everywhere, so.
Yeah,
5 ball and top left.
the 1 ball, yeah.
Or 1 ball.
Yep, so if she can pull back down to this end of the table, I think the 8 goes in either corner. Wow, she just hit that straight across. And she's been shooting really good. And, you know, she's been on the stream earlier today.
No.
I'm surprised she just did that. What's that famous saying in Scotch doubles? I made mine.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
One rail on the bottom left.
there it is. What a
Drilled it.
shot.
Good
What a
shot.
shot. Great shot, Todd.
Good shot.
All right, that puts them on the hill 3-0. And I believe, if I remember right, they're going to have the break also. So on the hill and getting the break, I think. Or maybe it is Sean and Kathy's break. Yeah, Sean's going to be breaking. Y'all gonna play in any minis out there tonight?
I don't know if I'm playing there.
I don't know if I'll play it tonight. I'm gonna play it tomorrow.
I got the keys with me. I left them in the car.
Well, I did an install up by, well, not really by Chicago, up towards Chicago, and this kid was, I stayed after we set up all the tables, and they were doing a Friday night tournament, and I said, I'll stay and play. I ain't gotta be back at Diamond until Sunday, and I broke out my stick. He goes, man, I've been looking for that brake stick everywhere, you can't get them no more. And I'm like, yeah, I know.
BK Rush, yeah.
Yeah.
You was talking about that last night.
He said, come on, sell it to me. And I was like, I don't have nothing else if I was to sell it to you. You can break with this stick or that stick the rest of the night. And I said, all right, here's my price. And he didn't want to pay that. But by the end of the night, he
come around?
he paid, I dropped down $50. And I got my money. So I went in and gave it to him. And I probably won't be going home for at least 2 or 3 more weeks. So.
Alright. You said you're going, what, Louisiana after this? Or?
Well, I'm going back to Diamond, which is close to
Yeah.
Louisville. And then I think I'm going and doing one in Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Bad Boys is going to Oregon.
Yeah, I knew Rick was going out there.
We have 2 trailers of tables that we leave up there because we do 6 events a year there.
wow.
So they pretty much just sit there. And they might do some stuff down in Vegas or in Washington or,
Come
you
floating
know,
around out there. for a
yeah,
little bit.
just kind of stage those out there for those events. So,
That's why I was telling Peyton, I was like, man, shit, I watched the whole Texas State tournament
Yeah.
over there.
yeah, that was the first time we're calling that the true team.
Yeah.
You know that Moscone match you watched?
Yeah.
We're doing that in our, like that they're playing teams here this weekend. We're doing that with our team event with just 4-man teams. We're gonna start doing that with our teams
Yeah.
because everybody liked it so much there.
Yeah.
So we're
Yeah,
gonna,
I seen the paperwork for the format. I didn't ever.
yeah,
That,
Look at it.
that match there, man, that team was down, what,
7-4, yeah.
Come back and won 11-10.
yeah, it was pretty exciting. And you know, we're just trying some different things, see what works and see what people like. We kind of noticed that player 4 didn't get to play as much as everybody else, so we're gonna try and tweak. Because what you do is 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2. Then the next round you make Scotch doubles 1 and 2, play 1 and 2 over here. Then when you go back to singles, it's 1 versus 2, 2 versus 3. And the way it all worked out, player 4 didn't get to play as many games as everybody else, so we're gonna tweak it a little bit and see how it works best.
It's probably went there the other day. Yeah, I would say Peyton's playing on my team this weekend.
Is it
Yeah, we're
Cool.
playing together on Friday.
cool? It's been quiet. Nobody said one word on chat since you're not at home watching. I've been trying to get people to. I'm like, tell me who you're rooting for, where you're watching from, and nobody said nothing.
Nobody's commenting.
I said, well, everybody's either here or playing league.
Probably.
Oh, good try.
Ooh, Sean that good.
Anytime, most time y'all go live, I'm always on there.
Yeah.
But I've learned a lot from just watching people.
Well, people, I mean, you know, your YouTubers, they know how this works. The more views you get, the more likes and shares you get, the more sponsors want to be on your page.
Right.
And, you know, this camera equipment and everything costs money, and Rick's paying me to sit back here and commentate. So,
Right.
you know, we bring it to y'all free, but it takes sponsors to help do all this.
Awesome.
And we've got a good group. That's the main group of sponsors we have across the top. You know, they pitch in a little money here and there.
No, we need to get rid of one of these shirts.
And stuff like that. That's what, you know, Rick's kind of breaking even on this tournament
Alright,
just to get his foot in the door here.
sure.
And he said, hey, if you'll let me sell some shirts, I can make a little money that way.
Yeah, definitely.
And we'll just kind of do this for what it costs to do it. And
Yeah, that's awesome.
because this is our first ACS league event.
Right.
I mean, Diamond's done a few in the past, but nothing big like we do with BCA or
Right,
APA.
right,
So. But if we can, you know, start doing some of the lower ones and then get to where we do some of the qualifiers or Vegas. And,
Next year will be way
Yeah.
better. As far as opinion goes. just turned out great. I mean, as far as for what it is,
Right.
set up on everything, it's turned out great.
Alright, I don't see any trouble here. 2 more balls in the 8 could be the end of this one. Now, are you coming around and going back up table for the 3, or are you going to try and hold it down here? Well, I think he thought about it too much. Yeah, I'm famous for that. Playing more for the lead than making the damn ball.
Yeah. Anthony and Sean got a chance.
Yeah, it's never over till it's over. We learned that in Texas. Oh, nice shot. Oh, I thought she got it.
Wow. She did a good roll.
I think he's going to be able to see the 4. Yeah, I can't tell from that way.
So I was saying you see the 4, but I didn't see the 3.
Definitely see it.
Well, and she got a little bit of an angle.
She could almost play it
Put
from
some
down one rail
middle
back
left,
up.
middle left on that, and then send the cue ball boom, and then over to here.
Yep.
Stop shot, the 8 in the side.
That's
Oh,
what
this.
she's going for.
Oh, it is a little too much, I think. Oh God.
Too hard.
All right, let's see if does Todd have a jump stick?
I don't know. He's got one. I'd say he's pulling it out right now.
Well,
You'll see some of that tomorrow for sure. Especially all above.
wow, if he's gonna kick at this, I don't like going to the
No.
short route. I would go in between there and try and spin it over to it. That's a small window to go between that 10 and 13. And he's, oh man, he just barely shaved that 10 ball or 12, I think it
I
is.
thought he was still gonna make that 8. That's close.
All right, Sean's got ball in hand.
Oh, that's the 8 over there.
Yeah, this is the 8. That's 4. Yeah, that dark room kind of looks cool, but it does make it hard. This side view camera is closer to the table, so I think it shows a little brighter. But we're working on a grid system that goes up, over the table, and back down.
Oh, that's cool.
So we can put one directly over for a
Yeah.
straight overhead view,
Yeah.
and then one from the side and one from the end.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Have 3 different views. We spent $800 on that. What do we call it? Racking or scaffolding or?
Yeah. It's like the square wire.
Well, no,
Yeah,
this is a
mounted
little
on down.
different. It's actually, a little triangle shape that goes straight up, about like this. It has a piece attached as it goes across and then comes back down.
I got you.
It comes apart.
That was probably really the best shot for their position here. So she's gonna try to draw too much.
I just think she needs to just stop it.
Well,
Well,
that works too. That works.
I thought if she stopped it though, you either
Yeah.
had this
Yeah.
or that.
Yeah.
And if you took that one, you could have that in the side. Because now the cue ball's going up table, and you got to get it back. It doesn't go over here, so he's got to get it back over in here somewhere. Oh, he's gonna shoot that one up the corner. It goes past the 8. All
Good
right,
shot,
good
Sean.
shot.
Oh,
Said they're not done yet.
they're not done yet. She can drill this right here. I can get them on the board.
Just overcut it a little bit.
She
Oh, and
scratched.
she scratched.
Oh,
So now they get to set it up how they want for shape on the 8. And you got Michelle shooting.
damn. Tough break there.
Yeah. All right. See, I'd like to see her setting this up with a little bit of an angle.
Yeah.
'Cause now, yeah,
Straight
she's.
across flat. Yeah.
I mean, Todd's pretty solid shot. I mean,
You can park it in the top right.
this is
there.
the second or third time they've been on the stream, and yeah, he'll probably sink this, but I don't want to give him the commentator jinx.
It's a long, long shot.
Oh my
Commentator's
gosh!
close as
Did
we
you just
go.
call it the side?
Wow!
What?
He just called it
Why?
the side.
Why?
The right side pocket?
Yep.
No doubt.
Wow! And he's gonna scratch. That's not a loss here. No, no,
it
didn't
is
scratch.
not a loss.
I'll tell you what, not scratched and saved him because now they got a tough shot.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, I don't care who you are. That's a tough shot running it up the rail
Yeah, it's a tough shot.
from that angle.
Yeah, it's the best option. Slide it straight up the table.
Because you gotta hit a quarter tip below center.
Yeah.
You know, if you hit dead center, there's a chance of going across and scratching.
Maybe even play it with a hint left and try to get above the side pocket.
Yeah.
Play it over here on this side. The right side.
You just gotta remember, if you play it with that left, it's gonna throw that tin ball
Yeah,
right.
It's gonna throw the tin ball. Gotta compensate.
That's one thing I've noticed about Sean is he walks the table and
Oh, yeah.
he uses every bit of the whatever. If there was a time clock, he would use all of it.
Oh,
He
yeah.
studies it, that's for sure.
No pressure, buddy. I don't know if anybody on the chat's rooting for Sean, but yeah. I don't know if you've ever felt pressure like this, where your opponent's on the hill and
Down, 3 down. Pretty much do or die, really. You can play somewhat of a safe, really. But
overcut it. And okay,
It's a good little shot there.
yeah.
Big thing.
All right, this is Michelle shooting for the championship, and she sinks it. All right, so Michelle and Todd, I'm sorry, are your champions of the standard division Scotch doubles. They win scored 4-0. We appreciate everybody tuning in. We are going to have, I believe, a semifinal or final match in the other Scotch doubles division coming up here in a little bit. So check us back for that one. Again, we appreciate everybody tuning in, and be sure to check out our